complexity. It's called the COVID Relief Bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment, $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan, $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama, $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business, $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees, $566 million for construction projects at the FBI. The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each. This is far more than the Americans are given. Despite all of this wasteful spending and much more, the $900 billion package provides hardworking taxpayers with only $600 each in relief payments. And not enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants, whose owners have suffered so grievously. They were only given a deduction for others to use in business their restaurant for 2 years. This 2-year period must be withdrawn, which will allow the owners to obtain financing and get their restaurants back in condition. Congress can terminate it at a much later date, but 2 years is not acceptable. It's not enough. Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault, not their fault. I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple. I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package, and maybe that administration will be me, and we will get it done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, $600 they offered. That's not enough. That's not even a piss in the pot. Nobody could survive off of $600. $2,000, that could help a little bit. It could.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
The part that really upsets me is, like, they're sending all this money to the foreign countries. They want to give $1,800 to illegal aliens each, and all we get is $600.
Yeah, $600. What about the American people? They need help. There's struggling businesses. There's businesses closed, especially in California. Gavin Newsom, he screwed up the state. He's turning the state into a wasteland.
Yeah, the Massachusetts governor's not really doing too much better.
Yeah, Baker.
Like you said, supposedly, what was it, the day after Christmas? He's shutting stuff down here as well.
Yes. And people are going to be losing money. And you're going to see more people out on the street, more homeless people. Probably by the next 6 months if this keeps going.
That's not right. We need to take care of America first. You know, we the people will not stand for this crap.
Yep. And all this bullshit that's been going on for the past 10 months, it has to end.
We're sick of it.
Everybody's sick of it. We all are. I've talked to people that they ended up going back to their old ways before they had a job. It's been crazy. And the suicide rate's been going up. People, everything. People are depressed. It's Christmas time. We're having a social distance Christmas, and they canceled Christmas in some places. That's not right.
No, it's not. I totally agree with that. You know, like Thanksgiving got pretty much screwed up because of everything. And they're blaming the spikes in COVID, you know, on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then
it canceled all the holidays, even 4th of July.
I just wish this nightmare would end.
Yeah.
But with them now talking about that new strain in the UK, you know, I don't think the government in any of these countries plans on stopping.
The government doesn't care about the people. They don't.
The only one that really cares about the people is our president, Donald Trump.
Yes. And you know what? I predicted this back in April. I said that, watch, Donald Trump is going to get blamed for the pandemic.
And sure enough, he did.
Yep. Yep. It's been a crazy ride all year, ever since March. Now we're in Christmas time, and they're shutting everything down again.
Yeah, and then Donald Trump does something good, you know, with Operation Warp Speed and getting, you know, the vaccines out, which I'm not going to be taking it myself.
Nope.
I don't believe in it.
I don't believe in it either.
But I've already seen comments from liberals thanking Biden for the vaccine. Biden had nothing to do with it. Why the hell should he get credit for doing the work when it wasn't even him?
Yeah, he's taking all the credit. I have a feeling things are going to change. Inauguration day, I think there's going to be a different result coming up.
You can only hope.
Yep. I see possibly Trump getting sworn in again as president.
I hope so.
Yes.
Definitely hope so.
He's supposed to serve 2 terms. That's what Kim Clement said, 2 terms. He's been right on his predictions.
You know, one thing that I was just thinking about is ever since President Trump got elected and sworn in, the liberals are going crazy. And they're like, he's not my president. He's not my president. Well, guess what? He's the only one who's ever kept his campaign promises. He's the only one who's given the shit about America. He's the only one in recent years that's actually cared about the military.
Yes. Thank you for the military services and people, all the veterans out there.
Exactly. Thank you for your service. Okay, but what I'm trying to get at is, you know, he's not your president, okay? You know, fine. Go to another country. He's my president. Okay? And yet, if we tried to say Biden is not, nor will he ever be my president, you got idiots like Whoopi Goldberg saying, suck it up. Wasn't that idiot supposed to have moved out of the U.S. years ago?
Yeah. Yeah. All these people. Then over the summer, you had people go to cities, burn down buildings, take statues down, try to erase the history. Then you have protests, but you can't keep your restaurants open, or you can't have 4th of July, celebrate the 4th of July. You have Walmart open.
What's so special about Walmart?
Yeah, you have Walmart and all these other businesses open. But you have the smaller businesses that are taking it right up the gazoo. Yeah, they're getting screwed, the small businesses. Most of these businesses that are closed, they're not going to open back up because they're not going to have enough money to keep their businesses open.
Yeah, supposedly Biden wants to fix the economy. Well, guess what, you liberal morons? Trump had the economy doing better than it's ever done.
It's true.
And then COVID hit. And then you tried to say that Trump screwed the economy up?
Doesn't make any sense.
What planet are you on? What are you smoking?
Yeah. And then everybody, it's hurting everybody. They partially opened up, then they closed back down. Open up, close back down. How long is it going to take? People need to wake up. Wake up and smell the Java. You have to fight to keep your businesses open. That's what you have to do. Then you have the health inspectors come in. This happened in Los Angeles. I seen this on Next News Network. They try to tell how people to run their businesses. That's not America. This is supposed to be a free country. This is turning into Germany back in World War II. This is not the same country that we lived in a year ago.
And for the ones that voted for Biden, you were all, talking all this crap about Trump being racist and all this
He's
other
not.
shit. No. Look at Biden's history. Wake up.
And if he gets sworn in, the economy's going to tank worse than... We're going to be beyond the Great Depression. That's what it looks like. It's scary.
Everyone also says that Biden won't last the full term, which means Kamala knee pads Harris will be in.
Yeah.
And she's already said that she's going to be making the white people pay reparations, for the slavery days. Really?
What's happening in California?
We had nothing to do with it. A lot of us aren't even from here originally.
No.
Like, my ancestors came from Canada. Yeah, I was born here. My family came from Canada.
My family came from Poland. Yep.
So, why should the people today pay for something that happened, all these years ago?
170 years ago.
Why should we have to, pay reparations for that? Yep. And then you got idiots like Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I'm a oppressed black woman. How are you oppressed? You're the highest money maker.
Yep.
You live better than any of the white people that I know.
And you have all these people that don't make much, but they want us to get a $600 stimulus check. Send us this. We're getting screwed.
Like I've said before, liberals don't care about America or the Americans.
Yes, it's true.
And it's time that we, the people, tell them enough is enough.
Yeah.
We need to get the message out clear.
And hopefully...
write these so-called congressmen and women. Tell them, this isn't Right.
We had enough. We're tired and how this year went. Everybody's angry. Everybody's angry in 2020. How long is the anger gonna be bottled up for? How long? Got anything more to say?
I'm too agitated right now
All right.
to
All
think
right.
of anything.
Steve from San Francisco and Rob from Springfield, we are out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Friday, December 4th, 2020. And it's happening again. Gavin Newsom and the mayor of LA decided to do another stay-at-home order right before Christmas. All the Christians, please cover their ears. Are you fucking kidding me? Right before Christmas. 2 weeks before. 2 or 3 weeks before. They're already doing a stay-at-home order. Really? Newsom, first it was the lockdown, then it was the curfew, then the mayor of LA doing the same. It's becoming ridiculous. No indoor dining. People's businesses are closed. Then there's a deadline. Things should be lifted within the next, 3 weeks. And they're going to keep on extending it. Probably for the next, like the last time, 7 months, 8 months. It's just going to keep on going. They're canceling Christmas festivities. I don't know what's going to happen with New Year's. This year has been the most screwed up year. They ruined the 4th of July. They ruined St. Patrick's Day. They ruined Halloween, Thanksgiving. They ruined all the holidays where people get together. Oh, they're not going to ruin Christmas. Yeah, just go out and do whatever you want. That's my advice. I can't believe it. Even the signs, I saw a sign last night. Stay at home. Yeah, just in time for Christmas. Jesus' birthday. Way to go, Gavin Newsom. And my other state that I used to live in, Massachusetts, Baker's doing the same thing. Curfew, Cuomo in New York, they're all shutting everything down. For what? A mild cold? They don't shut anything down for the flu. This has a 98% survival rate. And there's other doctors that have treatments that came up. They're on Facebook or YouTube. And they end up getting taken down. Wow. It seems like they want to prolong this. They want to keep on extending, keeping everything closed. If everything stays closed, like what I was saying in another video, It's gonna look like the TV show The Walking Dead. Maybe there'll be a zombie apocalypse. You don't know now. Or maybe there'll be an alien invasion. What's next on the agenda? They had things open for a little while. Probably for about 6 weeks. Then everything gets closed again. All the business owners, everybody that's business has gotten closed, they're all pissed off. People are getting pissed off. You can't go out. You can't even go to a dance club. It seems like the days for fun are over. You can't even go to a place without even wearing a mask. How come the healthy people have to suffer through this? Have the healthy people go to work. If you're sick, just stay home. If you're healthy, how come they can't keep the gyms open? If you're healthy. If you don't have a temperature, go to the gym, work out, or go to your favorite restaurant and sit down and have a meal. If you're sick, have a temperature or a fever, just stay home. It's simple as that. A lot of people, I see it on the Next News Network. I see it on all the other YouTube platforms. People are getting upset. And I listen to this other YouTube channel, Tony. He's been pretty good. I'm subscribed to him. God Rules. Lisa Haven. All good people. Christopher Green. I enjoy getting information from them. What's going on. But the mainstream media, they're all a bunch of liars. It's awful. Look it. It doesn't even look like a pandemic. There's traffic. You see? People need to wake up. People need to wake up and smell the coffee. This is not even real. It's fear over nothing. During the election, the coronavirus took a break. And after the election, oh no, the numbers are going back up. Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling you. It's ruining the holidays. It's ruining people's spirits. The suicide rate's gonna go up. People are getting depressed. There's more people depressed now than ever. People can't concentrate anymore. There's just so much stress. I can see the bullshit. Yeah, something's gonna happen. Just my gut feeling. It's just a crazy world. A lot of people say I sound just like Richard from Boston. Well, I trying to pick. He hasn't been on. I'm trying to pick up where he left off. I never met him, but I wish to meet him someday. I wish I could meet a lot of YouTubers. Days of Noah. They really know their stuff. Then you can't listen to these talking heads on the mainstream media. And I'm not talking about the band from the 80s. All these talking heads that lie. They're all lies. But 90% of it's all lies. You can't believe anything anymore. Alright? My advice to you is pray. Your prayers will get answered. Alright? Steve from San Francisco, I am out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020. And we're 30 days away from New Year's Day. And I remember seeing a video from another YouTuber talking about the Great Reset, and they had Christine Lagarde on about the currency, changing it to digital. And they've been talking about that for a while, getting rid of money because it carries a germ. And they brought that up. There was a meeting about 7 years ago, January 1st, 2014. And they talk about the financial markets and a reset. And it's going to affect the economy, the way people spend money. Yeah, it's becoming slowly for the last 10 years, probably since 2009, it's starting to become more of a cashless society. People don't need cash that much. They just use a card. Someday it will be a chip, a computer chip. But I will not take. I advise people not to take the chip. And yeah, they talk about, okay, going back to where I was talking about 7 years ago, the meeting. They talk about a financial reset by 2021. It's 7 years later. It's going to be 2021. And we're seeing some changes with the markets and the economy. Things are happening. It's kind of like a transition. But it's happening. And now we have the pandemic. They don't want to pass cash out because it carries, like if you have a cold or the flu or COVID, you could pass it to somebody else. That's what they claim. And you're seeing people now, the unemployment rate's gone up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get as bad as Great Depression. No. I think 2021 is going to be a transitional year. Then 2022 will be thriving again. It's going to take a year. Then, right now in December, they closed everything again. The gyms are closed. And the bars, some of the bars are open. No indoor dining in California. Newsom messed everything up. But he doesn't practice what he preaches. And same thing's happening in my home state of Massachusetts. Baker's doing the same thing. They're having curfews. Yeah. The reset's happening. They talk about a new economy, the new normal. They say social distancing, the new normal, the masks. They make it sound like it's going to be permanent. I hope not. I see people that I work with, people that I talk to, they're getting sick of the restrictions. How long has this been going on for, 9 months? Since the 2nd of March? This has been going on? People are just getting tired. It's like a cheesy science fiction movie. You go out, people with masks on or going in the stores. You gotta be 6 feet apart. I can't believe this is still going on after this amount of time. Yeah, this has to end soon. And they talk about the vaccine, the role of the vaccine. I wouldn't take the vaccine. No. They say it's going to be forced vaccinations, but I don't believe it. It's your choice. My opinion, I wouldn't take the vaccine. There'll be a headache. Hopefully by, 3 months from now, they'll roll it out. But they say it in the Bible, the mark of the beast. If this is it, this might be it. What they're talking about. But if you listen to Bill Gates, he's always giggling, talking about it. I wouldn't trust a guy that giggles. It's like, he's like a clown. There's another YouTuber that brought this up. Would you buy a product that has a clown on the label? I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust a clown at all. That's all Bill Gates is a clown. Gavin Newsom's a clown. Cuomo's a clown. All those people are clowns. That's going to be Christmas time. Social distance for Christmas. Not for me. I'm going to have a big party. I'm going to be traveling. It's travel time. Going back east. Partying. Yeah. Don't let the pandemic, don't let the media, don't let television drive you crazy. Just go out and have fun. That's it. I might not make another video for a while. I'll be traveling and hopefully Christmas and the New Year, watching the ball drop on New Year's Eve. Welcome in 2021. I'm looking forward to it. Screw COVID. Just go out. Don't let it run your life. All right? I've been looking up cases. All right, I just picked a random town or a random area. I stayed there for a little while a few years back. I want to know if anybody has the answer right now. How many coronavirus cases, or the hospitals, how many people in the hospital with COVID? Let's say Windham County, Putnam, Connecticut, that area. How many cases are there in that area? I would like to know. If you're in that area, just send me an email at stevefromsanfran@yahoo.com, or just leave a comment on my YouTube. All right. That's all I gotta say. Have a good day. God bless. And Steve from San Francisco, I am out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Friday, November 20th, 2020. And that's what they say. And I digress. All right, Governor Newsom is at it again. So now, yesterday, we ended up getting the news that starting on Saturday, November 21st, they're going to have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 in the morning. And that's going to go for about 30 days until the 21st of December. But, you know what else happened? He was at a birthday party without social distancing, without wearing a mask, with more than probably like 10 people. And he hasn't practiced what he preaches. And he has the audacity to order another lockdown and a curfew. And he's going to keep this up. Every day, things just keep on getting worse and worse. They keep on adding restrictions. Like in places, they put barriers up, plastic barriers. You probably have to wear a mask everywhere you go. People are getting fed up. How long has this been going on for? What, 8 months? When is it going to end? So, he can go to a birthday party, but we can't have Thanksgiving. We can't have Christmas. Well, nobody's going to follow it. Nobody's going to follow the guidelines. Gavin Newsom's a hypocrite, and he should resign. And another thing, we're losing our rights because of a virus that doesn't even exist. It's a mild flu. You have a high rate of survival. 99.8% survival rate. And they close everything down. Why do the healthy people have to suffer? They close the gyms. How come the healthy people don't go to the gyms or go to the mall? The sick people should just stay home. They keep on pushing this and pushing this. You can't even go have a meal at a restaurant because of this. They're slowly, day by day, our rights, our freedom is going away. It's all by design. Then, this is what's going to happen. Mark my words. When the 30 days expires, he's going to keep on extending it, and it'll be April, March. Things are still going to be closed. The economy's going to collapse for California. He's turning California into a septic tank. He's ruining California. All the small businesses, all the mom and pop shops, everything's going away. And money. People are not going to be making money. There's going to be more homeless people because of all of this. People are not going to be able to provide for their family. They can't support themselves, so they go on the streets and live out on the streets because of this. And you notice the election, COVID took a break, then after the election, amazingly, the numbers rise. That should tell you something. We're all being lied to by the media. We're all being lied to. This is all an agenda, a reset coming up in January. What I'm guessing is January 1st. It's happening. Yeah. He's closing everything down. Curfew just in time for the holidays. And another thing is, when you go to work, you have to do a health check. If you don't do the health check, or if you fail the health check, you can't go to work and you can't make money. I'm serious. Then, you look at the time clock. There's a picture with a turkey with a mask on it. I snickered, I laughed for a little while, but it's not really funny. The next thing you know, next week, they'll be putting a, I'm just guessing. They're gonna, for Christmas, they're gonna put pictures with Santa Claus with a mask on it. That's probably the next thing. Or making Christmas designs with masks on it. Masks with Christmas designs. It's ridiculous. I've been in California for over a year and a half. I've seen some crazy stuff. And I digress. And another thing is, somebody wrote in the comment, communism is coming. Be prepared. You know what? Whoever thinks that, they're going to be on the wrong side of history. It's not coming. Our freedom will be coming back. Soon. It feels like it's 1776? Another 1776 moment? If you think that, think of a TV show that's on Amazon. It's called Man in a High Castle. It's fiction, but it reverses history. The Germans and Japan won World War II, and they took everything over. Sometimes I feel like we're in that reality. But it's not going to happen. And another thing is, my grandparents survived a concentration camp over in Germany. They invaded Poland and they took them in, and they had to work out in the cold for hours. They escaped it. My grandparents told me stories about what happened to them. And I don't want to see that happen right here in the United States. I always wear an American flag. A shirt with American flag on it. I'm proud to be an American. I love my country. Home of the free and the brave. And people, all the military service people, they fought for our country. Then you have people taking down statues, burning buildings, kneeling for the national anthem. Those people should just pack up and get the hell out of the United States. Every day, they've been adding guidelines. Every day. You hear things on the news. I try not to watch the news at all. It's just a bunch of, it's theater. That's all it is. It's entertainment. It's just like watching wrestling. The same thing. Entertainment. Man, I used to wrestle a long time ago. I was friends with Walter Kowalski. He's my trainer. God bless him. Then, just hope the new year, I don't see it getting any better. I don't. At all. I thought this would be over by now. Thought we were going to have a normal Christmas. It doesn't look like it. At all. And more people are depressed. Yeah. Psychiatrists and therapists are going to make lots of money over this, too. But this is everything that's going on in California. It's all bullshit. Gavin Newsom should be recalled. I've been following Mark Mulder, whatever his name is. The lawyer. He has all the lawsuits. I think it's gonna work. He's gonna get recalled. And you're gonna start seeing changes for the better. I'm praying That's all I have to say. Full armor of God. All right? That's... just hang in there. Accept God. And socialism's not going to take over. It's going to go back to the way it was. Hopefully, like it was in the 80s, 90s. All right? Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Wednesday, November 11th, 2020, and it's Veterans Day. And I'd like to say to all the members of the armed forces, the police, the firemen, the medical workers, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Navy SEALs, the Navy, the Coast Guard, thank you for your service. And I just seen a preview of a movie that's going to be coming out. It's called COVID-23. This movie takes place between the year 2022 to 2024. It seems very interesting. And one of the actors that I noticed was on there, he was on Handmaid's Tale. He's in the movie. And it's all about COVID mutating. It gets worse. And it's still going on a few years from now. And people, it's like there's not that many people left. They keep on having lockdowns off and on. It goes on for many years. And this is what it seems like what's going on right now. They talk about possibly another lockdown, closing businesses again, especially here in California. They already have a curfew where I come from in Massachusetts. They have a curfew from 10 o'clock to 5 in the morning. And other states, New York, is possibly having the same thing. California, there's been rumors of another shutdown. I think they closed down a city, I believe Sacramento, because of cases going up, supposedly. And they keep talking about it. It's just like the movie COVID-23. The same thing happens. People get upset, but it seems like there's less people. But by then, there's a vaccine. Because I seen a part in the preview, the kid that was on it, he has a vaccine. He has to prove that he's been vaccinated. That's what's going to happen probably in about a year. You need to prove to have a vaccine against COVID. And whatever you do, don't take the vaccine. not take it. You never know. Yep, Bill Gates is trying to push his vaccine, and they're trying to have the vaccine out possibly by the end of this year. So, it's after the election, all the restrictions are still there. It seems like our rights are out the window. Even at work, you have to wear a mask at work, or you can't work, or you can't even go into a store without one. Over nothing. You have a 99.7 survival rate. Your survival rate is high. And they're treating this like it's a death sentence. But it's not. It's just a mild flu. Who knows? Are they going to push this? Are they going to push this pandemic for the next 4 years? Or are we going to see the end of it? I just can't wait till the end of the pandemic. It's just a bunch of horse apples. What's going on? Social distancing. It's November. This has been going on since March, and it really amazes me that this is still going on. Are we going to have a social distance Christmas? The state of California, already for Thanksgiving, you have to have notification how many people are going to be at your house, how many family members. It's just a bunch of horse apples. Then, who knows what's going to happen by Christmas? I hope by Christmas, I'm planning to have a block party, having everybody come over. Hey, it's our freedom. Don't let this run your life. Don't let this pandemic rule everything. Go out. My advice is to go out to have some fun. Turn your life around. Just go out. Man, I wish they could open up dance clubs. That would be great. Going out, dancing, like the old days. They have the gyms open. That's a positive. But just get rid of all the mandates now. It's time. Wish we could all go back, go out and party, like back in the 90s. Yeah, I remember. Go out with your friends, have a great time. Just forget about everything. Just go out and have fun. And another thing, I seen a YouTube video of last New Year's Eve on Times Square. I get a little bit emotional. Everybody celebrating, everybody getting along, no social distancing, no masks. It was a great time. Watching the ball drop. You know what? This New Year's 2021, it's things are going to go hopefully in a good way. Always think positive. All right? Just everybody hang in there. And I just hope, I pray to God, I'm praying for a normal Christmas. It's just 6 weeks away. All right? That's all I have to say. Steve from San Francisco, I am out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Saturday, November 7th, 2020. And now the election results are in. And Biden won the election, but they're still counting ballots in some states, and Trump hasn't conceded yet or congratulated Biden. He's still fighting it, but they say Biden's the president starting in January. So there's been other YouTubers that, for one example, back on Halloween, October 31st, Richie from Boston said he was spot on, that they were going to give the keys to the White House to Biden. He was right. Right on. But I predicted Trump about 6 weeks ago. Yeah, he was right. He's been right about 99% of the time. I gotta hand it to him. And this is what else is gonna happen. Biden gets in, but something might happen. I could see Harris being president possibly by the midterm. That's just my feeling. Other people told me that. They're going to have Harris be president by the halfway point. It could happen. That's all I got to say. Then Trump wants all the ballots counted in Wisconsin and Michigan, possibly Pennsylvania. They say ballot fraud or the mail-in ballots, voter fraud. It's crazy. It is. And we're all divided. And it's all by design. Everything that happened. Trump had a good economy. Supposedly this virus came. The economy dropped in March. But we're having some businesses open back up. And some businesses went out of business. So they're thinking we're going to go into a depression or a recession, another one, in 2021. Let's hope not. And there's people upset of the outcome. That's expected. There's protest. They're protesting the ballots. Like, Trump had a big lead in Pennsylvania on Tuesday night. And he had a big lead in Wisconsin. He had a big lead in Michigan. In Georgia. And they're thinking voter fraud's happening. The news media, it seems like they're trying to divide the country even more. I don't even like watching television anymore. I would give you some advice. Throw your television away. Everything will be all right. That's it. That's the problem. Television. The media. Movies. Certain movies. It's just crazy. Then I just have a weird feeling what's going to happen within the next few years. So 2024, another 4 years. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That's all I have to say. All right? Full armor of God. Just pray. All right? Steve from San Francisco. My email is steve.from.sanfran@yahoo.com. God bless. I'm out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. And it's the day after the election. And we still don't know who the winner is. There's gridlock in other states. Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona. We still don't know who the winner is. And there's that. And another thing is, they have the National Guard in the cities just in case if anything breaks out, if there's a result. What's happening now, they're bringing all the mail-in ballots, and it's going to take a while. It could take possibly weeks or maybe a month till we know who the winner is. We might not have won it till maybe 4 weeks from now. But they have to count all the ballots. It's going to take some time. What's going on with the results? If something breaks out, it's all by design. You're going to have either Trump supporters or Biden supporters. Hell could break loose. You never know. You never know nowadays. I can remember elections 20 years ago. This never used to happen. This country's so divided. Everybody should just reunite. All come together. It'll make the world a better place. But I hear stuff about a recession, another recession happening after the election, the stock market crashing. All I have to say, no matter what happens, just hope for the best. That's it. Just pray to God. Pray for whoever's in there. And hopefully things will be all right. All right? That's all I have to say. God bless. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, and it's election day. And there's a weird vibe going around today with the election, and we don't know who's going to win yet. But I made a prediction about a month ago that Trump was going to win, and all the trolls were out there saying things, but I never said who I was supporting. I didn't say I was supporting Trump or Biden. I just gave my opinion. That's it. And they claim no matter what the results are, stuff is going to happen. No matter who wins, things will happen. But we'll wait and see. Let the best candidate win. And there's a fork in the road. America's at a crossroads right now. We're either going to go right or we're either going to go left. That's it. We have to choose the right path. Ever since I was a kid, every time we were out on the road or anywhere, or when I pick something, I always pick towards the right. That's just how I am. But it's either or. It's a choice. The crossroads is here. Where's America gonna go? That's the question. And another thing, I just noticed something. I'm going to go the Richie from Boston direction. I just noticed on Joe Biden's sign, it says text 03033. And if you take out the zeros and you take out just the 3 threes, if you 2 times 33, you get the number 666. Maybe that's just mere coincidence. Yeah, I hear Richie from Boston, him and people that he had on, talk about gematria with numbers. Maybe I'm onto something, or maybe it's just a coincidence. The number 666 is the mark of the beast. But I digress. Just hope people stay safe tonight. Nothing happens. Just hope everything's peaceful, no matter who wins. Just go and vote. See who wins. That's it. And it's God's choice. I'm a Christian. Just pray to God and hope everything works out. You might have a few knuckleheads doing stuff, but it happens. It happened in 2016. This is the biggest election there is. So I predicted Trump would win, and I can't believe all these people calling me a racist, or because I picked him, predicted him. I'm not. If you meet me in person, I'm as nice as apple pie. I'm a nice guy. I'm not a perfect Christian. I pray every day. All right? Let's just hope everybody's safe. God bless, and full armor of God, and I am out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Wednesday, October 20th or 21st, 2020. And that's what they want us to believe. There's a question. On November 4th, the day after the election, are all the mask mandates and restrictions will be lifted by then? I really hope so. I hope it happens, because people are getting sick of it. They should lift the restrictions now over this fake pandemic. And another thing is, all the numbers of the survival rate, the numbers for the pandemic, the survival rate is high. You have a 99% chance of survival. Why are we still having the restrictions now? It amazes me. It's almost Halloween, and the restrictions are still here. People are still wearing masks. You can't go to a store without a mask on. You can't go anywhere. You can't even buy food without a mask on. And people say at work, they tell me, oh, this is a political thing. After the election, all the mandates, all the restrictions will be lifted. Then on the other hand, the media mentions that on Thanksgiving, everybody should have a virtual Thanksgiving. A Zoom meeting, like a Zoom meeting Thanksgiving. Nah, you should be with your family. Everybody should live their lives. It's time. Stores are opening up. People go shopping. People are voting. But why do they have to limit people in a household? They're going to push this on and on. And there's another question. Is this going to be a social distance Christmas? Or a social distance New Year's? Will we still have the restrictions, the mask by then? Will they have masks with Christmas designs? I would like everybody that I talk to says they want this to be over. People are seeing it. People are waking up. And it's wrong to have all these restrictions and mandates for the last 7 or 8 months. Then you got another thing. Gavin Newsom says in restaurants we have to wear masks in between bites. That is so idiotic. Gavin Newsom should have his head examined. He's turning the state upside down. California. I'm a Boston guy. I moved from Boston to California. And ever since I've been here, I've seen everything go downhill within the last 9 months. It's awful. He should be recalled. It seems like everything's all by design. I go to a store and there's a sign saying a coin shortage. They're short on coins and change. This is all part of the agenda. They want to get rid of the money so we can have a digital currency or a mark. I'm not going to take that mark. I'm not. And don't even take the vaccine. It amazes me this is still going on. All this bullshit. All right, I can see this. All right, after the election, the mandates are still on. They're going to say cases are going up. Then they'll shut everything down again. I hope things are normal by Christmas. I hope people are back to work by Christmas. There's people that can't even pay their rent anymore. There's people that can't put food on their table for their family. And if they shut everything down again and keep the restrictions, by Christmas time, people are going to get depressed and the suicide rate is going to go up because people can't provide. People can't buy Christmas presents. Yeah, everything. This is all part of the agenda. And this was planned on. They had a meeting last year, 201 in New York with Bill Gates. They knew about the pandemic. That's my gut feeling. I always go with my gut feeling. They knew it was coming. They knew for years. Then, for years, it's been spraying the sky with chemtrails, with barium, strontium, and aluminum. And that's been screwing everything up. Oh. And it's caused a lot of problems. And there's another YouTube channel I've been listening to. The one that inspired my inspiration. He's been talking about this. That's why I got on. He's been talking about chemtrails. And he's a Christian. I'm a Christian. And we're trying to tell people the right thing. I don't want to see my worst enemy burn in hell. I would like to save people. Just accept Jesus and you're saved. Live your life the right way. I'm trying to tell people, just, you need to change. Yeah, I just don't want to see my worst anybody go through that pain. It's eternity. Just pray to God and Jesus. Accept them. I don't like how the world is right now. Can't wait till everything's over this whole year. I'm praying for 2021 to be a good year. But December looks scary. It does. Just hit your knees and ask for forgiveness. Oh. Yeah. I'm trying to tell everybody the right thing. It's all I can do. I do these videos. Sometimes I say stuff that might make people upset. Either, like this guy, he says he's an asshole with a laptop. Either I'm a nice guy with a cell phone or an asshole with a cell phone. That's it. Just lead a good life and just hope for the best. All right? All I know is at the end, all the Christians will win in the end. We're meant to win. But the devil's going to have his time on earth. Then Jesus will come back, and it's our victory. He's going to take care of everything. All right? Like, share, subscribe, and my email address is Steve from San Fran at yahoo.com. All right? Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out. Hey, YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Saturday, October 17th, 2020. I've been watching the Next News Network every day for the past few months, and all I've been seeing is rioting in Portland and in Seattle. Minnesota's been up there a few times, and it's getting crazy. And they're destroying buildings. There's been buildings on fire, statues getting taken down. It's been horrible. And it's been going on for almost 5 months, 4 months. And you have all these groups that are protesting. You have Antifa, BLM, and you have these people getting paid to destroy everything. And they're getting paid by Joe Soros. George Soros pays them to riot, to destroy everything, and it's wrong. He pays all these ass clowns and they're destroying the cities, and the government there is not doing nothing about it. And it's happening every night. People are waking up at 3 in the morning with all these protests. And it has to stop. It's a bunch of bullshit that this is happening. Why can't there be peace everywhere? It's like this. They're thinking whoever wins the election, stuff is going to happen. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter if Biden wins or Trump wins. Just let it go. Just like what John Lennon used to say. Just let it be. That's all you have to do. Just hope everything just stops. And what's going on with the riots It's all by design. The news networks, MSNBC, CNN, it seems like they're dividing America. We're all divided now. There's division everywhere. And it has to stop. Can't just everybody get along? Yeah, they're trying to bring in the New World Order. I hear about that. And another thing, back in 1992, I seen a video of President George Walker Bush, or Herbert Bush, the first one, talking about a New World Order. And you see what he's saying, it's going on now. That was 28 years ago. I'm just praying for everybody to just smarten up and help each other, just like the old days. Everybody just gets along, and all the division will be gone. We all should unite. We can't go on the way we're going. Life is like a dark path. You never know where you're going. You either go one road, that's the bad road, or the good road. Alright? That's all I have to say. God bless, full armor of God. I am out. Hey YouTube, it's Steve from San Francisco. Today is Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. People have been asking me who's going to win, or who do you think is going to win, or predictions, who's going to win the presidential election. And I'll give you my opinion. And it's 34 days away to the election. Okay. This is what you have for the election.